Toyotaro Sensei, what aspect of Toriyama Sensei's pictures do you find difficult to draw? Viz Media asks Toyotaro. And Toyotaro responds, since at first glance, Toriyama Sensei's pictures are so simple. Back when it was running in Jump, all us kids felt like we could draw them. But when you actually try, it turns out totally different. No matter what you do, you can't draw a real Goku. Now, I kind of felt the same way. A lot of people who actually know how to draw the characters. But when it comes down to it, it doesn't really look like the real original characters. And then Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Super, he says, I suppose that's true. Heck, even when professional animators draw it, I sometimes feel like they get it wrong. He starts laughing. Do you guys know why? Akira Toriyama went public a few months ago. Now this is very unusual for someone to do in Japan. But he went public and he said that he was disappointed and ashamed and just he did not like the Dragon Ball Super animation, that it's basically trash. Okay, so the creator himself does not like the animation from Dragon Ball Super, like none of us do either. And he's making fun of the animators, the professionals. I thought that was hilarious. And then in the 30th anniversary, he continues, my style is simple, but I guess that's actually what makes it so tricky. Perhaps only I truly understand it. Now the next question is, in the 30th anniversary Dragon Ball Super history book, various artists submitted their own Dragon Ball illustrations. Many of them noted how even though the style is so simple, it's impossible to imitate. Toriyama responds, well, even I'm hopeless at imitating other people's styles. He starts laughing, and yet everybody still had a lot of fun drawing their illustrations. Then that's the question. And then Toriyama says, I'm glad to hear it, but I'll have to thank them if I ever get the chance. Speaking of reproducing my style, Toyotaro-san is amazing at it. So that answers your question. Well, let me continue. He says, Toyotaro says, no, not at all. Seriously, the more I draw, the more I realize the gap between us. And he sweats. And then Toriyama says, don't be so hard on yourself. You might actually be the closest to my style. There aren't many people who can manage that. Well, maybe there are people who can imitate my pictures, but not many artists can pull off an entire chapter the way you can. Your storyboards are really tight. Yo, Toriyama just told Toyotaro that you're the best. Next to me, you're the best. That is huge. Okay, so the question as to who is the best or the closest person to the creator himself is this guy, Toyotaro, the one who's leading Dragon Ball Super Manga, which by the way, it's amazing, the artwork there. So now we have our answer. Speaking of the manga, I want to ask you two about how you put the manga together. I hear Toriyama Sensei checks the storyboards for each chapter. Toriyama says, that's right. Toyotaro says, since chapter 1, I've used Toriyama Sensei's plot as a basis, but have been allowed to expand on it. Whoa, okay, so we've been wondering this for a long time. Who's in charge? What's really happening? So it seems that Toriyama already had the blueprints laid out, which we knew that already, the blueprints. But he trusts Toyotaro so much, he gives him the freedom to expand upon that and use his creative mind. So I thought that was amazing, okay? That's a lot of trust he's putting into him. And then back when Toriyama Sensei was drawing the manga, the animators would use his manga panels as reference, imitating the composition and things like that. And now it seems that the animators are likewise using Toyotaro Sensei's manga as reference. Wow. Okay, and then the answer, Toriyama says, oh, that's good. You should keep on track. that should keep them on track. Oh, burn! That should keep them on track. Oh, he just threw a burn in there. Toyotaro says, really? I still can't believe I lucked into this job. Okay, let me break that down for you. So, as I mentioned before, that Akira Toriyama makes fun of the animators for doing such a crappy job at animating. He's disappointed with them. But Toyotaro is so good, Toyotaro the manga author, that the animators from the anime are using his storyboards as inspiration and as basis for them to do their animations, which is awesome because that just shows you how amazing Toyotaro is. Honestly, he is passing down the torch. Toriyama does not have much life inside of him. Akira Toriyama, he's an old guy. So he is passing down the torch to his most trusted person who he believes has the heart, the soul, who can really show when he draws. When Toyotaro draws, it's almost like seeing Akira Toriyama. So I feel like Dragon Ball is gonna continue. Even after the creator is gone, the show is in good hands under Toyotaro. And this guy he loves his job, he's excited. Like, I have no fear whatsoever. Akira Toriyama recently hinted about a future somebody who's gonna be coming back to Dragon Ball Super and perhaps even going into a different universe. Now, if you wanna see that video, click on the left side. On the right side, we have the episode review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 37, the fight between Vegeta and Kava was insane. So make sure you watch that video.